Scripted. This was impromptu. This was Big Ak at his finest. I was spitting game. You know? Listen, the only way Big Ak knows how to. All right? Sorry, Diddy. Sorry, Diddy. Stole that shit. That's mine now. I'm going to hold that down until 2028, brother. We're going to talk a little bit about Diddy because he's about to get out, allegedly. And people are thinking about he might be granted clemency. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But if you haven't watched The Date with me and Daphne's Joy, this is hot. This is spicy. Big Ak was in the building. And we did something really good. I enjoyed this. She was pleasant off and on camera. She understood the mission, and ever since that day, we've still continued to talk, and a little couple more things. Anyway, I do want you guys to go support this content if you want to see me do more unorthodox things like this. For example, y'all watch me stream. We do a little bit of IRL. Y'all watch me do some off-the-record interviews. But if you want to see me maybe outside of maybe the element you might know me for, you want to see me do this a little bit more often, please support it. I possibly, for our, tell me if this is corny, for our 3-month anniversary, I got something planned. I got something planned for her. I can't tell y'all, but I got something planned. So if you guys are interested in this content, make sure you do support this content. We've been going up recently. We got the conversation with Charlemagne going up. I know a lot of people have been, I've heard so many different opinions on that. I've taken it in stride. That conversation has told me, number one, why I'm number one in hip hop media. And also it told me the intelligence level of the people who consume hip hop media. There's certain people who they love headlines. There's certain people who just generally don't mind being lied to. There's certain people who don't mind being gaslit. There's certain people who like to be surface level. Okay? And for those people, I have no apologies for them. For those people, I look at and I say, it's okay. I've never made my career by appeasing you. And there's the people who they're well informed, they're well researched. They're going to take the information, they're going to go to another channel for another breakdown, they're going to go to this other resource. They're pretty much in the game just like I'm in the game. And for those people, they're going to be the ones who fact check. They're going to not only care about word, salad and all this other stuff. They're going to say, well, what is the truth? And for those people, whether they're in my favor or not, those are the people I do care about. So, yeah, the conversation's going on. We have multiple things in the ecosphere that's kind of moving around. So I am very pleased with, remember I told you, coming out of, I think I dominated the first half of the year. I'm going for the two-peat at this point, right? Like Complex, I'm sorry to say, that media list, that's my list now. That's my list, okay? I expect to be number one again, all right? So we dominated the first half of the year. But then I went on vacation, sat back, let everybody do their thing, and we're coming back for this year. And right out the gate, I'm hitting with the Daphne Joy, I'm hitting with the Charlemagne conversation. So I think we're doing good, but there's much more to accomplish, and we still have 6 more months to go. So don't worry. We are locked and loaded for the entire year, and I hope you guys are locked in with me. All right, anyway. I'm going to watch a little bit of this later. Shout out to all my Clippers, of course. You guys have a good time with this. Yes, I did bring the honey pack. You know what I mean? Listen, I always say, chat, I also say this to you. All my longest relationship, I've always cracked the first date. I'm only going to say that. My longest relationships, I dated 3 girls for 4 years each. That's 12 years of my life. In each situation, in those 4-year relationships, I cracked it off the first night. I'm just trying to let you know, just for context, okay? If I don't hit the first night, it probably ain't worth hitting at all. It's like the first 48. If you ain't crack the case in the first 48 hours, maybe it's gonna be unsolved. It's gonna be a cold case. So all I'm gonna tell you, I pulled up with a honey pack. I pulled up with a toolbox. Don't you worry, Diddy. It's okay. It's okay, Playboy. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, Shout out to Daphne Joy, a sweet soul. You know, she was very tender. You know, me and her. She held me close in her in a very supple way in her bosom. Yes, I was nestled in between those. Anyway, all right. Anyway, so let's get into a few things. Why?
I really love you, but I love me too. I don't got time for love, but I got time for you. And I gotta hate myself for all the things I let you do. Say you miss me on the phone, well, I miss you in the room. Trying to see my life without you, shit depressing. Might do something I regret to teach you. How I feel inside, I can never tell you. All you say is that I minimize. Just too deep be my